Hi everyone and welcome to the show. I'm your host Dave, the Big Salami Salwai.
And I'm the main co-host. You could probably say the star of the show. I'm definitely the smartest and most personable one here. So honestly, I should probably be the one doing the intro. What do you think, Salami?
Probably not Donald. I believe you're going to be far too busy being the president of the United States. I figured you'll probably be missing future episodes due to your busy schedule.
With that chance, Salami, I've already told my secretary that this is priority numero uno and all that president stuff will come after my responsibilities here. So I'll do the intro next week.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay, so this week's episode, we'll dive into last week's pick results and do week 10 picks. Can you believe it? It's already week 10 in the NFL. Hey, Klein, how many more wins do the Eagles need before you're coughing up $100?
Oh, I know. Pick me.
Yeah, J-Law, go ahead.
I believe they have to win 2 games, Salami.
Correct. Klein, if you're listening, that means they have to lose 8 of their next 9 games. You want to know what that percentage is? It's less than 1%. I think the party is over. Your goose is cooked. The clock's run out. And finally, you probably want to say this one. All bets are off. But we're not here to roast Klein and his horrible betting behaviors. So let's get to the episode we have planned for you. Before we get into last week's results, I believe Gaga is outside the WFFL courthouse and has an update on the Section 14 Article 1 case. Go ahead, Gaga.
This is Stefani Joanne Angelina Germanato reporting live on the long, twisting saga of the infamous Section 14 Article 1 case of fantasy football controversy that's dragged on longer than a bad playoff season. The case pits Justin Klein, our defendant with an apparent affinity for bending rules, against the spirit of the Wishack Fantasy Football League itself, with our ever-present Commissioner Phil Gagler serving as the ruling judge. For those just tuning in, Section 14, Article 1 is the rule supposedly protecting League Hall of Famers from defamatory smack talk and reckless trash talk. Klein, who some argue is the very embodiment of reckless trash talk, is facing accusations of defaming WFL Hall of Famer Dave the Big Salami Salwai. Yes, folks, we're talking about verbal jabs here, but the case has become so dramatic you'd think we were handling a serious crime. Sources close to the league have hinted at whispers of collusion between Klein and our dear Commissioner Phil Gagler, who just so happens to be the judge in this case. From extended delays in the trial to mysteriously postponed rulings, some league insiders say Gagler has dragged this case out like the last season of Lost, and hopes owners and fans grow so bored and confused he can just throw the case out without anyone knowing or caring. We're left wondering if this marathon of a case is fueled by some deep-seated bromance or merely an aversion to issuing a ruling. So here we are, folks, a fantasy football trial without end, led by a commissioner determined to explore every technicality. Will Gagler finally drop the hammer, or will Section 14, Article 1 go down as the longest-running legal battle in WFFL history? Stay tuned, because knowing this league, we could be here until next season. This is Stefani Germanato signing off, and sincerely hoping this fantasy courtroom saga finds a fitting and swift end.
Okay, thanks, Gaga. I guess I'll be taking over the lead host for a bit. The Salami had an emergency. I think it was bathroom related. I told him that dark coffee he drinks really cleans the pipes and he should consider a lighter roast. But what does Donald know? J-Law, give us last week's results.
Say it, please.
Hey, just do it, you little streetwalker.
Oh, no, you didn't, you fat I'm gonna you up.
Whoa, Donald, you just got your ass handed to you.
No, Joe, I didn't. I actually won by letting her think she won. Ouch, that stings a little, geez.
Okay, so where was I? Oh, yeah, last week's winners. So all Batman's crushed Russ's Rumblers 181 to 100. Was that the beatdown of the night, you ask? Why no, it wasn't. Melmer's Uday and the Blowfish had a similar matchup and made Ulmer and his Mustangs his bitch. 188 to 111, injured 11. Deep Threats beat Klein's Prison Pocket 170-72 to 172 to 145. Oh, I apologize. I'm kind of stumbling over my words as I'm trying to deliver these matchup results, but keep thinking back on how I destroyed Donald's face a minute ago. Kind of feel bad for throttling an elderly man. Dark Bittner pummeled the Trifling Bitches 167 to 141. And finally, Team 23 squeaked by Tight Fit 151, 5 to 147.
Thanks, you little harlot. So now we'll move on to this week's matchup picks. Oh, crap, Salami is back. Here, have another cookie I baked you, Salami.
Yeah, no thanks. I'm not sure if I caught a bug of some sort or if it's something I ate, but I nearly had an accident. So where are we? Who won last week's matchup picks? And what the hell happened to your face, Donald?
I had to fight off 3 pit bulls that tried attacking my beautiful Sassy McWhiskers. You can look it up, it's true.
It appears you tied with Joe and me, so we'll be splitting $200. You've never won a week outright, have you, Salami?
No, I haven't, but winning the week by tying is still better than losing $100. So let's move on to this week's matchups. Matchup 1 is between Klein's Prison Pocket and Tight Fit. Do we even have to do this? I mean, we know Tight Fit will beat these 2 clowns, right?
Yep, base run trip and Joey.
Yeah, screw LeBron's picks. I'm in charge this week. I mean, he does have KPP to win, but screw that. He made me pay the $100 for losing last week.
Yeah, we're good with that. tight fit 100%.
Excellent. I wish they were all that easy. Okay, matchup 2. The trifling bitches taking on deep threats. I mean, Kramer needs to pick up a quarterback, but he's crafty, and I think he can beat the league whipping boy. I'll take the trifling bitches over deep threats. How about you, Donald?
What do you think, Sassy? Should we take the bad man? No? Okay, we'll take the trifling bitches as well.
You know, I'm curious as to why Deep Threats has such a huge female fan base, but for some reason I'm compelled to take him to win this week. It's like he's got some seducing pheromone that mesmerizes women and lures them into a trap deep in the woods. Come back to me. I gotta clear my head.
You know, you're right, J Law. Joe, you should take this one. I feel you're not affected by this wizardry.
We'll take deep threats.
What the Joe?
Yeah, no, I mean, I see my foot is in the bear trap. Klein is walking towards me, dousing the rag with chloroform, but I can't resist. I'll take Deep Threats too.
Okay, Klein, what kind of sorcery do you possess anyways? Matchup 3, Dark Bittner versus all Batmans. I'd say the train is rolling and Bittner is the conductor blowing his whistle to keep of his tracks or get rolled bitches. I'm taking Dark Bittner.
I'm going to let Sassy pick this one. Should we take Dark Bittner or all Batmans? You sure? Okay, I guess we're taking all Batmans.
Dark Bittner, all day, all night, no offense, Warner.
You know where we are on this one, Salami. My man is on Warner's All Batman's team, and we're taking them 100%.
Okie dokie. Moving on, matchup 4. Team 23 versus Ulmer's team, the Mustangs. Well, Mustangs have burned me 2 weeks in a row. I'm going with Team 23, and I hope Ulmer gets it absolutely annihilated. I actually saw him last night driving his bike back from the bus barn. I thought, where is the equalizer when you need him?
Salami, seriously? You wish harm to poor Ulmer? I know Ulmer voted for me, so he's now under my protection. And I'm taking him. Right, Sassy? So, yeah, we're taking the Mustangs.
Oh, Ulmer. Yeah, I was out for a walk through Wishick the other night and saw Ulmer on his cute little bicycle. He's such a nice guy, but he's going to get killed by Team 23 this week. I'm taking Goggler and his team. Team 23, baby.
Do you want to tell them, Joe?
Tell him that I would have Goggler's baby if he let me, or that we're taking Team 23 to win this week. Either way, it's both in yes.
Yeah, okay. I love you, Joe, but you're a super weird man. And moving on. Finally, last matchup. Russ's Rumblers taking on Houday, and shorten your name, please. My God, it's just a lot to say every time, but I'm taking him. Houday, that is. Yeah?
Yeah. I don't have to do any fancy algorithm or have Sassy McWhiskers make the pick. I mean, there's a huge disparity in the win probability on this matchup. We're talking 37% Russ's Rumblers to 63% Houday and the Blowfish. Sassy and I are taking Houday and the Puffish. Blowfish.
I'm going with Houday and the Blowfish because they've got the vibe. Russ's Rumblers are like that loyal old lawnmower, lovable but sputters when you need it most. Houday, though, they're bringing that winning energy, and I'm here for it.
I mean, yeah, Russ's Rumblers is struggling, but I think he's going to catch fire the second half of the season. And that's why we're taking
Houday and the Blowfish. We're taking Houday and the Blowfish. We're taking Houday and the Blowfish.
Hey, you taking Houday and the Blowfish?
Whatever, Salami, you know he was going to take. The other team. No, keep looking at me. As long as you don't say his name and don't make eye contact with him, he won't know we're talking about him.
You sure?
Hey, are you going to eat those cookie salami?
No. Go ahead, Joe.
No, those are only for Salami. Joe don't eat those. Melania made them just for him. Special ingredients, you know?
Oh yeah. I don't want those. Thanks, though, salami.
Yeah, sure. Okay, we have a little extra time, so I think we can show the power rankings and show everyone where we are today in terms of placement compared to draft day. I think we'll start with the biggest winner. And to me, that's Beast's team Tight Fit. He was projected to take first, and he's held first every week since the beginning of. Talk about walking the walk. Now let's talk about Dark Bittner. Donald said what we all were thinking. Can he hold on to such a high projected spot to finish? He's had problems in the past, but this season he's actually climbed from his projected spot of 4th to 2nd place. Good job, Bittner. And you have to give props to these two clowns that drafted horribly but got lucky. Houday and the Blowfish went from their projected spot of 9th to 5th, and somehow probably through some sort of behind-the-scenes point, adding from the commissioner. Klein has risen from 10th to 4th.
Hey, don't forget about Goggler, laying in the weeds unnoticed, waiting to pounce to first like a lion on a gazelle. He was projected to finish in 3rd, and he holds that position currently. Good job, Goggler. I'm rooting for you. You're awesome.
Yeah, there's that too, but now we move to the losers. The biggest loser in terms of starting projection to current spot is Kramer's team, the Trifling Bitches. He dropped 4 spots from 2nd all the way to 6th. Then it's Klein's Prison Pocket dropping 3 spots from 6th to 9th. All Batmans dropped 2 spots from 5th to 7th, as did Russ's Rumblers from 8th to 10th. And finally, Ulmer and his Mustangs dropped 1 spot from their projected spot to finish, which was 7th, and now they're in 8th. So those are the current rankings through 9 weeks. There is time for people to climb or drop, so keep your nose on the grindstone, everyone, if you want to get paid. So is there anything else we should touch on?
We could talk about some of the free agency pickups these guys are making, but I've got the taste of blood in the back of my throat, and I'm feeling kind of faint.
Oh my God. Okay, Donald just fainted. I'm calling it. Cue the music, Stewie. We're done here. Good luck this week, everyone, and let's go.
Produced by Darkside Studios, where I pour my heart, soul, and raw artistic genius into every episode, only for you ungrateful bastards to ignore it. You're missing out on a masterpiece every week, but I'll keep creating just so you simpletons have something to not appreciate.